everybody, to daily vlog. I believe it's 232, maybe 233. I honestly can't keep track. We have a shop. We have an actual shop. I am ecstatic about it. I've got Hayden here helping. We got Maverick here helping. What we're going to try and do is get the purlins put up on the roof. Now, this is kind of a tricky task. It's going to be a little bit of work, but hopefully everything is measured perfectly from yesterday and the day before, or yeah, a couple of days ago when we put these trusses up, to where we can actually come in and just nail everything up, screw everything up fairly quickly. That's the goal. I tried to make it as straight, as square, as even as possible so that when we put the roof on, it would go smooth. And that's what we're going to do right now. That's what the tractor's for. You have to have the tractor, huh? Otherwise you gotta do it one by one with a ladder. So unfortunately, we got to get to the 12-foot boards first, which are not on top. So we're going to let's take off the top down to the 12 foots, and then we'll be able to just lift up with the 12 foot and basically grab it, put it on the truss, and we'll kind of put all of them on, and we'll screw that side first, and then we'll have to measure and get it lined up here and measure and put it all on there. We got our tool belts, we got drills, we got square, we got tape measure, we got pencils, we got screws, we got everything we need, I'm pretty darn sure, in order to do this and do it right. Crazy enough, today is not as cold. Yesterday the high was like in the 40s, high 40s, like 47, but with the wind it was like in the 20s all day. Today it's 30, 32, 33, but there's no wind or very little wind, so it feels way warmer than it did yesterday, which is just crazy to me. And I've got to find, oh, here we go, the new drill bits I bought just for this purpose. These are really cool. These are from the metal store where we get all of our metal. And they're reversible 1/4 and 5/16 inch bits. Magnetic, which is what you want, especially when you're doing like metal roof. Obviously, we're not to the metal roof portion yet, but these are what you want for doing machine screws. I think that's what they call them. I think, is a bit like this. Here's the plan, Hayden. All of these, especially this first row, needs to be dead center of this bar, okay? It's gonna overhang that one by about 1.5 feet, which doesn't matter. We wanna line it up. Line up dead center. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, you'll put two in this board, 2 in this board. So center them up all the way. Now, if you look at that beam, it's bent. Yeah. So for this one, it doesn't matter as much, but we're trying to get those to straighten out, which they will. So when we jump over to here, and actually what we'll do first is we'll measure from the center of here to like the end of that one, and we'll draw a line on all of those boards so we can line it up here. We don't have to measure that, just, okay, that's center. Screw it in, and then when we come over to this side, we'll say, oh, the line is right here. We got to pull that to here and then screw it. And we'll do the exact same thing for all of them, but that's kind of the process. Questions? All right, let's do one and see if we can figure this out. We grab the tripod. I don't think you're gonna tip if you walk all the way to the edge of that, but
it was tipping when I walked over.
Was it? Okay, then good call. You can walk on the 2x16s won't. Hold it. No, sorry, right. Okay, 126 3/4. Okay, that should be all the information you need. Take these boards. Let's do the third one. Should be pretty simple, eh? If they're bent, the tabs are bent, you can bend them easy. The other thing is see how I bent the top one over, or the second to top?
Yeah.
We're not going to use that one.
Okay.
So that's why it's bent. But some of them, actually I think I did bend it all. So all of them get used except for the second to last one.
Okay.
Let me put these in here and then we'll... If you want to work on that one, I'll start. Oh, yeah. I wish the tabs were the opposite direction.
Yeah.
We can, like that, we can just hit it with a hammer. Like, we can adjust it when we get to it. Just get this side perfect, slide it down, and then we'll mess with that one. We're going to have to do it later.
Oh, crap. Can you hand me that drill?
Yep.
Hey, let me know if you want my cup.
Good. We've got 7 up. I feel like it's been like what, 15 minutes? Like, yeah. Like it goes pretty darn quick. So hopefully they're all gonna go this quick.
Hey, we still got like 2 hours until I gotta leave.
Good. I might call your dad and tell him sorry, we're not going hunting today. Yeah, stand in the middle. She's coming together, folks. It's really gonna look like something with all these purlins on. I can say, so what we did is we measured everything so that the only ones that I'm going to have to cut are going to be the end caps, and that's fine because, we just want like a 1 foot overhang, so I'll just mark it at a foot and cut them after they're all up. But for everything except for here, we shouldn't have to make any cuts, and everything should line up half, like halfway on the stud, or on the truss, I guess. And so I'm really excited about that because it's going to help a ton with making this go quick.
3 on the...
You got 2 more on the, which you, I took 1 and used it.
There's a drill bit.
Here, oh, did it come with a drill bit?
I don't know, I just found it in the thing.
It did.
Like that came out of the box.
Legit.
You can use that one.
I was gonna say it might be a little bit easier where it's not so precise. The drill bits we got are great, but it's kind of hard to get the screw in them. I think once we use them a little bit though, they'll probably be pretty easy. This is when a scissor lift would be nice if we had concrete. Scissor lift would not work on the gravel, but scissor lift would be nice because you could get 2 people, you could go and you could do both sides at the same time, which obviously would be great because you'd save a lot of time. I'm gonna actually go, I can reach those 2, so I'm gonna finish off those 3, and we'll have the first 3 done, and then he'll keep working that. We're gonna go do the whole truss that way with what we have, like the way we're doing it, and then we'll probably move on, and then we'll come back and do the end while last, because that will straighten everything up. So this purlin right here, or this joist is really bent just from here to here. So I got an idea of what I think I'm gonna do, and that is this board on and use the leverage of it to straighten it out. Honestly, I think that'll work. I think it'll work really good. Definitely not something I can do by hand. I gotta really crank on it. I tried hitting with the hammer and that obviously ain't gonna do nothing. Also, we are cruising right along. Hayden is a huge help. That's better. So we're still about 1.5 inches off this way, but now it's straight in the other direction, so I think it shouldn't be a big issue to straighten that up. Pull it straight. Still moving forward with the band. I thought for sure it would have got stopped like it did last time. Holy cow. Whew, 2 people.
No, because I banned all 3 apps.
What 3?
You have CapCut, which is like the editing.
Wait,
thing.
CapCut is part of TikTok?
Yeah, it's linked to TikTok.
I did not know that.
And then TikTok made another one, and it's called Lemon.
Lemon's getting canceled too?
Yeah, they're all 3 canceled.
I didn't know Lemon was. Lemon was supposed to be their replacement.
Exactly. You can't log into either of them, any of them.
Starting when? It hasn't started yet, has
Yesterday.
it? Oh, really?
last night it started, I guess. I was talking to Chloe. She's like, TikTok just got banned.
Well, it went to the
Snapchat-
Supreme Court. I didn't know it was actually done.
Well, yeah, they did it as of today. Was supposed to be the day that everything got banned for temporarily. But I guess she read me off the thing and said, "We're sorry to say that this platform has been banned in the U.S. temporarily." And they said that they're working with Trump as of when he gets inaugurated. They're going to work with him.
Yeah, because Trump doesn't want to get rid of it.
No, he wants to buy it, from what I've heard.
Yeah, man, it's freaking crazy.
It's so weird.
And that is how you get creative, folks. Look at that. Use a little bit of leverage. My goodness, that was easy peasy. Straighten back out. It's warm until you get that breeze, and then it's like, frick, it's cold.
Yeah, everything. I'm pretty warm, except for my fingers.
Dude, look at this. We got a building. We got a roof. We're gonna have a roof here in no time. So on this one here, I also want a foot of overhang, but I want the foot of overhang to be past the edge of the container. So when we go to actually put the sheet metal on it, the sheet metal will come on this and it will come up. So I will have to build probably just a lumber wall that will sit on top of the beam that will build out so that all of the metal will line up seamlessly. But this was the best way that we could figure to get the beam set up and put into place. And to have it, work the way that we want it to. I was going to cut the truss and weld it to the top of this, but that was way more work. So instead, structurally, it's all the same. But instead of having to go to the work, we ended up bolting that on when we put the trusses up. And that seems to actually work really, really well. Also, this thing is welded on, solid. So what I got to do is measure from that truss to this truss, similar to what I've been doing, and get the distance and then add whatever this distance is plus a foot. So it's probably like 7 plus a foot. So like 20 inches or something. We'll see. Beautiful. That looks so good. So we're about halfway done. We'll get halfway here. We'll be halfway here in just a minute, but unfortunately Hayden's got to go. So I'm going to be left to my own devices, which I can get the 3 and the 3, but the 7 in the middle are the ones that are going to be a little bit tricky for me by myself. I think what I'll end up having to do is get the telehandler into position, lean the ladder up, climb up the ladder, get up the telehandler, put the top on, climb back down the ladder, move the telehandler, and just repeat that process a bunch of times. So, because we move it, 3 times? 1 in the middle, or 1, 2, and then the side.
1, 2, maybe 3 or 4.
3 times each side.
To get these 2.
Yeah, he's got to move to get those 2, so.
So stand right. Well, it might be okay.
No, I'll move it. I ain't risking it. Well, Hayden left, and I came inside and these boys were snuggling with Mama, and I was like, oh, we need snuggles. Where's Maverick?
What does the ringlet do?
He's watching his own movie.
He's watching Icy.
We let the babies watch Blippi, and Maverick when he was a little kid watch Blippi. But now Maverick can understand more adult content. Okay, that sounds really bad. More like not
He can
kid.
understand, yeah. Like, he doesn't have to watch a kid show.
He doesn't need to watch kids shows.
And we don't
so.
really let him watch. Like, normally he watches people you guys watch, like Daniel, and a lot of hunting and fishing.
Deer meat for dinner.
Yeah.
Blue Gabe.
He watches a lot of that. Not a lot, but when he does watch, that's what he's watching. So right now he's watching a movie, which is, besides Moana, it doesn't happen very often. So, but the boys aren't interested in that. So we're watching snowboarding with Blippi.
So with Hayden gone, I'm just going through, double checking everything. I've thrown up a couple more boards. We're having some issues on this one, but you can see, look how off we are at the top. That board should be halfway across the purlin, or the truss. So I assume that's probably what's my continuing problem. So I'm going to get up there and get that ratchet taken off. I assume that will pop this out, which will straighten up everything down here. And I'll be able to kind of keep going, get the last two up on here. And then I've got one more up here that I got to throw in as well. And that one's pretty much ready. I just got to get a board up there for it. So I'm getting close. I'm making some progress. And I'll probably jump to the end wall and start straightening out the end wall. And then when he gets here, we'll kind of finish these up. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just get a wild hair or things will go smoothly. Haha. And I'll be able to get a little bit more done than I think. This might actually work. Put the telehandler there first. And then put the ladder up. And then I can climb up and I can actually keep working. Heck yeah. Let's see if I can straighten this out. That truss is this way and this way. So this definitely takes a little bit longer to be up here by myself to try and get this all figured out, but it is working. I got the two ridge ones on. I was going to get this one on, but I'm not centered. I need to pull this truss over. Same as right here, you know, it's kind of bent and out of the way. So I got to go get a short 2x4 or pipe or something and stick it through so that I can pull it, which will just, right now that truss is like this. We just need to bend it straight and then it'll be ready to be drilled. So we're going to give that a try. Hopefully that works. It should be fairly simple. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to move the skid steer over, or the telehandler over a little bit. And I should be able to get the next 3 or 4 purlins on, which is super exciting. I didn't think it would work this good, but it really is not terrible to do it by myself. It's just a couple extra steps. Well, I just got the second to last. I just got all of those put in by myself. It actually worked out great. I was able to get everything straightened. It's looking a whole lot better. So I'm going to keep going onto the last one here, and then I'll go finish this side over there. But I got to mark all of my boards at 108 3/4 because that is where it lines up on this side. So I will come back and cut off that overhang, but I will do the whole thing and then I'll come back and do that last. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's really starting to come together. And I'm just stoked that I'm able to pretty much just do this by myself. I did not think I was going to be able to, but I am. We got to get it done. We got to get it done. This tractor goes back and first thing in the morning, so what I got left is what I got left of it today.
I'm out here with Crandall.
Hi.
Hi.
I got that one done.
It looks so good. I just saw it from the road for the first time and it looks, Maverick's like, wow, the roof looks awesome. I'm like, it looks so good.
So I want to show you guys how I've been doing this. Since I've been doing it, I could not film and do it. So Marcy's going to film and I'll show you guys the way I've been doing this by myself.
I'm not climbing down a ladder, right?
No.
Oh, I hate ladders. It's. He said, hold on. I can actually hear him.
Yeah, I know. I had to turn that off. Hold on.
Oh, he's on the phone. I'm telling you guys that he's like, hold on. And he wasn't talking to us at all. I'm a firm believer that you should not be able to feel your breath at the hottest part of the day or see your breath. Well, that's not sketchy at all.
What do you mean? It's perfectly good. So now I can climb up here and I can do what I need to do.
There's like a bar right at his head.
I have these dresses.
So he puts it there. There's like these little tab thingies. You can't really see them. Those tab things.
You've missed it. I've been sexy tool belt all day.
Well, I've seen you with your sexy tool belt.
You've been spying at me through the window?
Yeah, through our bedroom window. It's a perfect view of you. That's actually one of the reasons we put the shop here. So that I could knock on our bedroom window and he could come inside because he can see me from the shop. Pretty smart idea, if I do say so myself.
One down, 1, 2, keep going.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't finish in time, could theoretically you just put all the boards up and then come back and screw them in?
Kind of. But we're going to finish. I mean, Hayden's coming back. Like, we'll just go till we finish.
Okay. So he just sits there and he screws it all in. Guys, this is so cool. I could come closer.
I had planned to do this when the weather was warm and nice, and then it wasn't this weekend, and now next weekend is probably going to be perfect.
That's so true. It is probably our coldest weekend that we might have this entire winter. Is today, tomorrow, yesterday. It's freezing. It's like 19 degrees right now. So pretty cold. That's why the kids are in the car where it's nice and warm, bundled up. They're watching a movie, having popcorn. So when I got home, I came home to a new dirt bike track. Well, it's not completely new. We just, he moved some berms and stuff. And it is looking pretty good. Let's see. Wait, did he take out that whole jump? Right, oh, right there. It looks great.
The sun is going down quick. I'm getting really close. We've got like that half and this half. And then the ends have to just be straightened. They're all up. They just need to be straightened and screwed. So what I'm doing, this needs to be lined up halfway on this board. So in order to do that, I'm ratcheting it to, oh no, it broke. Oh, there we go. So I can just ratchet this and hopefully get it at least closer. That one's almost dead on. So I did have a gap down there, so I unscrewed it and I went and I did a bunch more and I came back and the gap is closed up. So I know we straightened this truss out because it was bad. And so now we're getting close to getting all of these straightened out.
He terrifies me. He's out there in the dark with a headlamp trying to finish this. Oh gosh. It looks like he's almost done. He's on the last route and he has 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 left. Not including the one he's doing. But when I tell you I can actually see better on my phone, like it is lighter on my phone than it is in person, which is kind of crazy. But like I said, sitting right here, I can see directly into the shop, which is so nice.
That is the last beam up. Everything is up. It is dark. Once again, we've run out of daylight. But I've got this telehandler only for a couple more hours, so I'm trying to get it done. What we have to do now is each of the end walls, those are the only ones that are not screwed. So I got to get the telehandler, go out there, straighten those up, and hopefully it goes quick where I can just screw. But I'm sure there's going to be some adjusting that's going to have to be done. But we should be able to get it perfectly straight, lined up. Hayden is on his way back. He'll be here in just a minute to hopefully give me a hand. And hopefully we will have all of these purlins up tonight. We will. I'm not stopping until we're done. So wish me luck. Let's get it finished.
It looks so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's done such a good job. Since Crandall has been pretty much busy all weekend long, for like the past 4 days, we are having a movie night tonight. Just me and the kids. We have some popcorn. We had like like 4 gummy bears each. But I did give them a fruit snack. It's the Black Forest Valentine's Heart fruit snacks. If you guys didn't know, Black Forest actually doesn't have food dye in their gummy snacks, which is so awesome. So they all got a package of fruit snacks. We're watching Moana. That was Paxton. He has a beautiful singing voice, is very passionate about the last word of every single song. It is so cute.
As you all can tell, it is the next day. It was a late night working the last 2 nights. It's been freezing cold. I really thought I was picking a weekend that was going to be warmer, but the forecast changed last minute, and so I had to do all of this in the ice cold 30-degree weather. 20 degrees with the wind chill. It was absolutely awful. But hopefully y'all can see what's behind me. It is a shop that is ready for 10. Now, there is 2 roofs that are going to be on this shop. We've got our first one, which is up and ready for 10. And then we have our second, which is going to get another section of roof from here to here to cover the container to finish it off on both sides. That will be coming here shortly. I think I have all of the materials to do it. I've just got to pull them out. They're in the shed over there and just double check that. But my gosh, this is the first time I'm looking at it in the daylight. You know, last night it was so dark. I could not tell what was going on. And I really want to know if everything is straight. And it pretty much looks like it. I don't know if I can line this camera up so y'all can see. It looks pretty good on this side. I also graded it a little bit with the skid steer in here, trying to get it leveled off. My neighbor's tractor does good, but it's not as good as the skid steer. for leveling. This one looks pretty good. It's hard to tell. Like, is it straight? Is it not straight? I don't really know. I'm going to have to get some lines. Heck, I ought to put the laser on it. I doubt I can see the laser. Maybe I can see the laser. Let's put a laser on it. See. Oh. Yeah. I can't see the laser, but that's a good idea. I'll have to come out here tonight or, you know, one of these days when it's dark and put a laser on it and just see how straight my trusses are. Now, this truss wants to sway back and forth this way, and that's normal with a big truss section like this. So I am going to be putting a beam basically where I'm standing that will go straight up, and that will help with some of the swaying. I also think I'm going to triangulate basically up to this truss right here down to the beam, which will triangulate the roof to help to keep it from swaying this direction. Now, adding the tin and doing everything else that we're going to do, it just continues to add strength to it. These are obviously built to be this big. These trusses are pre-built chicken house trusses, actually. These trusses are from originally a giant chicken coop that was like 200 feet long. This is only 40 feet long. And yeah, I'm just ecstatic with how it's turning out. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this build process. I know we've got a lot of new subscribers joining with us, and hopefully you guys are here to enjoy me building my dream shop and just building our dream property together. That's what we're doing. We're building a dream compound. We've got a dirt bike track. We've got some other dirt bike stuff that's going to be coming here shortly, just as soon as we can get this area closed in and concrete poured and the roof on. Oh, we should talk about the concrete, because 3 videos ago I said I was going to tell you, and I totally spaced it, and now I just remembered. So I had the concrete guy come out. There were a couple of things he said that I should do. One of them is rebar 20 inches on center, which I was planning on doing, and I'm going to weld it and basically tension it between the 2 containers every 20 inches all the way across this way and this way, so grid pattern. I think I am going to go with fiber reinforced concrete. That is like $7 extra a yard. This is going to be 21 yards of concrete. So whatever that is, $100, an extra $140 to do that, which is worth it. So it'll be rebar and fiber reinforced concrete. The other thing he said is like a 12-inch trench along both of the ends of this with a footer. So both ends of the container will get a footer, and that will help to, whenever you drive something in here, you're not going to break off that, and it will also help to keep your stuff from eroding and going out. So basically keep your pad from eroding. So that should be really good. I'm excited about that. But basically what it comes down to is, thankfully the guy was willing to work with me. And I was like, hey, if I do all of the prep, give me a quote for basically you to come in with your crew and pour the concrete. I'll have everything else done. And so we got the quote back, and it's about $2,500 for him to come in and do the finish work. So I've got to get the whole thing formed up, built up, and then he'll come in and do that. So I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously the cost of concrete is on top of that. So all in all, we're probably looking around $6,500 to do this concrete pad. So it'll be a little bit while before we can do that. Because I just spent a whole bunch of money on getting the rest of all of this put up. And I do plan on doing the metal roof next, and then the concrete. So we'll get this roof finished, and then we'll pour the concrete. So hopefully we don't have to wait too long to get concrete, because my gosh, I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. I want it. The other thing is my vertical beams, they're not there for support, to support the roof. They're just there to frame in the end wall, and those will get cast in the concrete. Basically, I'll put in a metal piece that's tied into the rebar, and then I'll weld that to the verticals here. So that's kind of the plan with that, to get those lined up and to get the end wall built. So in order to build the end wall, I need to pour the concrete, set the bracket, and then weld the beam to the bracket. So, oh, it's coming together. I am super excited about it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the process. It is a process. And we're doing this all as we can afford it, and so it takes a little bit longer. But we wanted it to be done and completely paid for with cash so that we don't have to worry about it, and that way we have the freedom of having it and having it done. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for subscribing, for following along, for all the comments. We have made some absolutely amazing progress. Hopefully you guys enjoy the journey, and we'll see y'all on the next video.